Vale chicos, ya estamos en directo con la conferencia de Sony. Aquí tenéis los horarios para quien no lo sepa. Mañana tenemos la de Nintendo. Y va a empezar dentro de nada. La verdad, está empezando. Están aquí con ciertas cosillas. Están quitado el audio porque están poniendo alguna musiquilla. Y de hecho de vez en cuando seguramente lo haga porque me está saliendo mucho el copyright. Y no quisiera tener que cortar esas partes. ¿Vale? Entonces nada, empezamos ya la conferencia. Vamos a ver. Vale, lo dicho, ahora mismo está... Pues eso, tocando música. Música clásica. Así que empezará dentro de muy poquito. De muy poquito. Voy a comprobar que todo esté bien. Que tiene pinta. Y en cuanto estén básicamente... Vale, tiene pinta de estar ya. O al menos la música se ha subido. Así que imagino que... Ahí está, ya empieza. Ahí estamos. Pues vamos a ver qué nos depara. A ver si enseñan algo más del The Last of Us 2. Que...
Good evening, everyone, and
Ahí está.
welcome. And thank you for making the time tonight to come to church. This fulfills your obligation for the coming Sunday, for those of you who need to know that. But thank you for coming out. It's great to see the congregation as large as it is tonight under this single tent. And for those of you who may be a bit apprehensive because you remember that movie Kingsman, but no, again, thank you. And as you can see from this evening, here again at PlayStation, we've decided to mix it up a little bit in the way that we're doing our E3 presentation this year. You know, we look at what the stories have we tell and the things that we want to impart to our fans here with us and their fans on the live feed worldwide. And that changes our design ideas around what we can do for this show. So tonight, we're going to have, rather than a bombardment of new creative, we're going to take all of you on a journey deeper into some of the key titles we've talked about before, but we're going to talk about them in a different way tonight, a deeper way, so you can learn about what's going on with these games and what's coming up in the future. You know, what we look at here
Vale, básicamente que nos van a enseñar los juegos que
we really want to
tendremos dentro de lo que queda de año.
It's a gaming industry, it's sometimes called, but certainly inside our studios, we see gaming as a vocation. It's a calling. It's what we do. It's what we have to do. Our teams of creatives and studios and designers,
Hablando de la comunidad, de gamers,
and things they
etc.
want to show you, and places they'd like to take you.
Y vamos a ver si van ya a lo importante, porque les gusta alargar mucho. No es como la de que hemos visto antes de Square Enix, que han ido bastante al grano, algo que me gusta bastante a mí, ¿vale? Y es eso, que vayan un poquito al grano, a lo que es el gameplay, lo que son los trailers, lo que es las exclusivas, básicamente. Pero bueno.
To invite to the stage, introduce to you Gustavo Santorea.
Gustavo Santorea. Pues muy bien. Vamos a escucharle a Gustavo. Ah, que es músico. Bueno, espero que al menos... Ah, no creo que me salte copyright por esto. A no ser que sea una canción súper conocida. No creo ni de coña, pero bueno. encanta todo el mundo ahí con los móviles grabando, ¿eh? No toca nada mal, ¿eh? Y esto seguramente sea alguna revelación. Alguna banda sonora de algún juego. Ahora mismo no caigo. Pero me suena bastante. Y bastante es bastante, ¿eh? O sea... Bueno, pronto nos mostrarán algo, digo yo, después de esto. Tocar toca muy bien, ¿eh? La revelación ya sí eso para otro día, ¿no? No sé. A ver, me gusta el toque que tienen de... que se lo toman con calma, ¿no? Muy bien, muy bien. No, me ha encantado, ha tocado bastante bien y muy guay. Ahora vendrá, supongo que algún tráiler o algo por el estilo. Lo que toca. Vale, ahí se apagan las luces. Sony Entertainment. Naughty Dog. Ahí está, de Last of Us 2. No, cuidadito con la música que ya me lo veo venir. La quitamos. La quitamos. Una pena que no estéis escuchando nada vosotros, pero prefiero a tener que cortar esta parte, ¿vale? Prefiero que al menos veáis lo que es la imagen. Que si os fijáis también la tengo volteada para que no me salga el copyright visual. Porque YouTube es muy puñetero, entonces prefiero eso. The Last of Us 2 sí. Sí, sí. No juego al primero, al cual le tengo muchas ganas. Pero tiene toda la pinta, ¿verdad? A ver, esto desde luego Uncharted no es. Y ya salió el logo de Naughty Dog, así que... Vale, aquí hay una conversación... Sí, de Last of Us 2. Un saludo, Blaster C. Vale, han quitado un poquito la música. Voy a poner la conversación para que la escuchéis.
She, say something, dude?
Make it 1 week. Ellie! Hey! What took you so long? Well, I'm here, aren't I?
Ethan?
Jesse.
Hey, don't forget we leave at first light, so get some rest.
Yes, sir.
Vale, se va con una amiga y... están como en una fiesta. De ahí la música, el ambiente, las luces. Parece que son pareja. Tiene pinta, desde luego. Han crecido los personajes, ¿verdad? Bastante. En plan... Pero eso no es lo que realmente espero. Sí, a ver si enseñan gameplay, tío. Les está costando enseñar un poquito más de...
Maybe they're staring
Aunque
at me.
tampoco sé... Tampoco sé en qué fase del desarrollo está. Pero bueno.
Maybe they're jealous of you. I'm just a girl, not a threat.
A ver, yo creo que enseñarán algo más todavía, ¿eh?
I think
Sinceramente.
she's terrified.
Porque esta cinemática es muy poco. Sí. Ah. Venga. Bien. Bueno, así para empezar la... la conferencia tiene tela. Ojo que estamos viendo aquí más parte de la historia. Ella matando a... Vale. Esto juraría que no es de las tofas. Porque a ver, yo no he jugado la primera entrega, pero no me suenan nada los personajes. O puede ser lo que os he dicho, que hayan crecido bastante. Ojo. Estamos viendo un ahorcado. El sigilo siempre premia. Hemos visto también en el Tomb Raider que... Menudo sigilo que había en la conferencia de Square Enix. Cuanto mejor lo hicieses, más bonificación te daban. De momento está interesante. Vale, estamos viendo ahí otro asesinato. Que por si fuera poco el hecho de que estuviese ahorcado, pues le clavan una navaja. Muy típico, ¿no? Madre mía. Vale, que no nos vean. Me pongo nervioso, ni que estuviese controlando yo el personaje, pero bueno. Gráficamente, una pasada. Desde luego, Naughty Dog sabe cómo hacer buenos juegos y eso nos lo ha demostrado con todo lo que llevan, con todos los Uncharted y con toda la evolución en sí de la compañía. Pero sí, estamos viendo gameplay puro y duro. Estamos viendo también el hack por la esquina de la vida, supongo, y el arma que tenemos, que es el arco ahora mismo. Estamos como en una zona abandonada. Bueno, a tomar por saco el sigilo y ya se lía aquí la de Dios, ¿no? Pues sí. Y así nos han quitado un poquito de vida, si os fijáis en la parte inferior izquierda. Sí, el Tomb Raider es una pasada. De hecho, el último que han enseñado, el Shadow of... No me acuerdo, Shadow of Rise o Rise of the Shadow, algo así. Es una maravilla. Nos han quitado un poquito de vida y cómo nos la regeneramos, porque parece que no se regenera sola. Ojo que nos podemos meter por debajo de los vehículos. Eso es un puntazo en realidad, ¿eh? ¿Sabes qué realismo? el brillo del suelo, de las gotas de la lluvia, los charquitos. Cuidado que se acerca el coche. Madre mía. Vale, vemos cómo le está dando al cuadrado. Está en PlayStation 4. Y a tomar por saco. Lo mismo que antes. El sigilo ha desaparecido ahora mismo de la escena. No, la chica la verdad que pelea bastante bien. Fíjate también la situación que está ella sola contra un mogollón de personas que no sabemos ni quiénes son, o al menos yo que no he jugado a la primera entrega. Es verdad, uno de los exclusivos de Play. Ya lo sabía, al igual que los Uncharted, lo que pasa que se me ha ido. Pero sí que me mola que están enseñando bastante de lo que es el juego en sí, no tanto trailer. Y aparte el año pasado enseñaron tráiler, bueno, si se le puede llamar tráiler, porque fueron nada, fueron menos de un minuto o por ahí. Los nervios de la situación, la verdad que sí. Mira, nos hemos fijado ahí que para cambiar de arma, bueno, era un menú bastante bueno. Ojo, flechas explosivas. Las van a saco, van a saco los tíos. Madre mía. Pues aquí Sony lo está haciendo muy bien, ya de primeras. Al enseñar tanto gameplay de la primera misión, imagino, lo está haciendo muy bien. Y a ver qué más nos tienen preparado. El año pasado sí que lo hicieron de maravilla, sacando tantos exclusivos buenos. Hablarán también seguramente del Days Gone, que hablaron el año pasado, y este año imagino que estará mucho más avanzado el juego. Le ha cortado la cabeza y una carnicería hecho ahí, Vale, esos eran como recuerdos de tiempos recientes, imagino. Porque era más o menos de la misma edad. Ahí está, de las otras dos. Muy bien. Creo que hay crafteo de objetos para su uso. Pues sí. Sí, además es un juego muy de supervivencia, muy de... Como nos hemos fijado, la vida no se regeneraba. Pues para empezar el E3, o sea, para empezar la conferencia, muy buena, muy buena. Vamos a ver con qué continúan ahora mismo.
New look at The Last of Us Part 2. We're here live in Los Angeles at the PlayStation E3 showcase. We're taking a quick intermission while folks move along to the next part of the experience. We'll have a little bit more to share on that later. And I am joined by my good friend, Ryan Clements.
Hello, Mr. Schumann.
How are you?
I'm good. It's such a pleasure to be here at the PlayStation Showcase. And it's going to be a huge night for Worldwide Studios
Ryan
when the
Clements.
showcase resumes. And what better guest to have for joining us about Worldwide Studios than the chairman of Worldwide Studios, Mr. Sean Layden. Hello,
guys.
sir.
Yeah, good to be here.
I thought you were just on stage. How did you get up here so fast?
We created this pneumatic tube that I was dropped into and
flung
shot
right-
right across to the studio here.
Right
Yes.
over here. Well, it's
Yes.
good to have you here.
Well, it's
so-
great to be here.
Oh,
And I think that
Leiden.
was a very powerful start for our E3 program for this year.
That's right, and there's much more to come, but I do want to zero in on The Last of Us Part 2 here
Yeah.
just for a moment. You know, as chairman of Worldwide Studios, you work very closely with Naughty Dog. These guys need no introduction.
Indeed.
And I'm curious, from your perspective, where is their head at when it comes to developing this game?
Where's their head at? I mean, they are everywhere. They're looking at what can do in the next iteration of the Last of Us series, and I think what we saw tonight, I mean, that piece of content was so impactful. I mean, the whole relationship between Ellie and Dina going into the combat sequence really shows that they're pulling out all the stops over at Naughty Dog, and they're going to have a
Dice que hemos
very
visto
broad
secuencias de
range of games. It's not
combate.
going to make you only work at it as a player, but you're going to have
Básicamente
to
ahora están comentando lo que hemos visto.
what
Tampoco,
you're coming up against.
I can't wait
eh,
to see more of that. And that was
tampoco
first
hay mucho más
gameplay we saw
misterio.
there of The
Yeah.
Last of Us Part 2, looking obviously incredible. And speaking of incredible, I mean, Worldwide
Sí, a ver si
Studios lately,
enseñan.
I mean, it's just been
Tienen que
unbelievable.
enseñar, seguramente
Horizon,
enseñan
we had God of War,
lo
which
del
needs no
Black Ops
introduction,
4
and Detroit Become
porque
Human. I mean, what
creo que
is the
Sony
secret?
tiene la
What are you doing
exclusividad.
over there at Worldwide Studios? What's going on there?
The rule number one is do no harm, right?
De hecho,
A lot of ways, my
en
job is just to move the
el-
boulders out of the road to make sure that creative talent can get where
En
they
la
need to go.
conferencia que
Provide
tuvieron-
backup, provide scope, provide
que tuvieron los de
generalized,
Treyarch con el Black Ops 4,
advice about where we can take this
agradecieron a Sony,
as an industry
a
and
PlayStation,
as a gaming culture.
por la
But,
exclusividad.
honestly,
Entonces,
we've got
imagino que
13
aquí
studios
hablarán también
worldwide.
sobre
We try to
Black
give
Ops
them
4
as
y
much
espero que
creative control as possible and just help
enseñen un
support
poco
them
cómo es
through
eso
their
del
vision. That's
Battle
kind of what
Royale.
we've been trying to do here for the last dozen years or so with Worldwide Studios. And I think right now, certainly in the PS4 era, you're seeing a lot of that coming into play right now.
That's great to hear that. And, I mean, speaking about making fans happy, I mean, I think there's a
Bueno,
question
lo
that
dicho,
I've been
¿no?
getting a whole lot.
Esta
and it has
conferencia
to
no
do
es
with
tan
God of
directa
War.
como la de
You know,
Square
it's a
Enix, como he dicho
celebrated
antes,
game,
que
it's
era
sold extremely
más al
well, it
saco.
has a
Aquí,
huge legion
pues
of
se toman
fans.
su
And
calma,
one
¿no?
of the
Para
things I wanted to
hablar,
mention was,
para
I get a lot of
comentar lo que
tweets
hemos visto
about
hace
New
nada.
Game Plus.
Right.
You know, is this something that you and Santa Monica
Para-
Studio are evaluating for
Pues
God
como
of War?
hemos visto
You know,
antes
it's
tocando ahí el violonchelo,
With the advent of social media,
bueno,
we
violonchelo.
get a lot of real-time feedback
No sé qué
from the fans
instrumento
and the
es,
community, and we listen to that. And God knows my Twitter feed
pero lo que hemos
is
visto
filled
antes,
up with a lot of stuff that we could talk about here or not talk about at all. But it's all important. We take it all seriously. And New Game Plus is something that came through really strong and really hard through that kind of feedback loop. And I'm happy to say today that the teams are working on it, and we should have some more updates on that. We'll put that through the blog, but it's going to happen.
All right.
Definitely.
As someone who miraculously finished God of War with a 2-year-old at home, that makes me very happy. I will somehow find
kinda
more
scary,
time.
but okay.
I will find time to He wasn't watching.
Okay, thank God.
I want to confirm that.
Kids don't try this at home.
Asleep. But yeah, thank you so much, Sean. And it's great to hear that you and the amazing team at Santa Monica Studio are making that happen.
Hey, if we can create functionality and features that allow people to spend more time in the worlds we build, that's by definition a good thing.
Excellent.
Fantastic. So New Game Plus.
Gracias
that is
por manejar un
confirmed
buen
that it's coming
equipo,
to
le ha
God of
dicho.
War. We'll have full details on PlayStation blog shortly. We have a lot more to talk about too.
Yeah, and actually, Sean, I wanted to ask you about that. About a month ago, you did something a little bit out of the ordinary for our team, and you kind of came out and talked about the 4 main games that we would be highlighting tonight's PlayStation Showcase. I was wondering what the thought process was there.
Vale, le
You know,
están
every
preguntando
year
por
we try to let the stories we have to tell
exclusivos.
design the experience we're going to create. And this year we felt that what we really wanted to do is take people on a journey deep into the content, deep into the 4 big pillar games that we're working on right now, and get them to see a bit more about the stories we're trying to tell and the way it's going to be expressed and what they get out of it. It's a really wide range of titles there, anything from The Last of Us 2, which you just saw right now, through Death Stranding
tienen
and
distintas variedades de
Spider-Man and Ghost.
títulos
So this year I
que
want people to know
mostrar.
that don't come here expecting to have some big flashy new idea come out or some big surprise come out. Come here and sit with us and walk with us as we get through to see the background stories and deep inside of the games we're working on.
Wonderful. And we do have a lot more
Para que
coming
te
from those
adentres
Worldwide Studios
en
games
historia.
in the showcase later tonight. Do you have any personal games that you're most excited about?
Well, they're all fabulous, and I
Juego
think the
que
teams are
más
really crushing it right across the
ilusión le
board.
haga.
Fair enough.
But one thing I would say is there's one of the games that we're having out today that will be playable in 3 months. and available in stores,
And
and that's
it-
our favorite web slinger,
Of course.
Spider-Man.
Of
So we're going to
course.
see a lot of that tonight, and I
El
think
Spider-Man.
folks at home should be happy with what they're going to get.
Awesome. Thank you, Sean.
Sean, thank you so much for dropping by. Always a pleasure to trade notes with the chairman of Worldwide Studios.
It's great to see you guys. I'll head back to the pneumatic tube station then.
All
Yes,
right, please
please.
do.
All right.
And
Wear the helmet.
We do have a lot more in store coming up in just a few minutes as the E3 showcase continues. But in the meantime, we also have some other updates for you while we wait during this short intermission. So I say we kick it off with a look at the latest from the world of Call of Duty.
Vale, Call of Duty, Ojo. La jungla. ¿Qué leches? Ojo que vemos que la bala está recorriendo ahí todo el lugar. No para, Oh, vamos que si no para. Summit, Slums... Vale, son distintos mapas, Rango de fuego.
Get immediate access to Back in Black maps in Call of Duty Black
Black
Ops
in
3
Black
only when you pre-order
maps.
Call of Duty Black Ops 4 from PlayStation Store.
Vale, para
Welcome
el Black
back.
Ops
We are having
3
the
en PlayStation 4.
E3 showcase kicking off in just a few more minutes. We're in a short intermission period here, but we've got
Nuevos
some good stuff to
mapas,
talk about. We've
básicamente.
got some good friends as well.
Yeah.
Meredith
Nuevos
Molinari
mapas,
and
hemos visto
Ramon
como 4
Russell.
mapas nuevos.
What's happening?
That's
Good
right.
to have you guys back.
El
Good to
Summit,
be back.
Slums,
Faces right
el
before the showcase.
Rango de
Absolutely.
fuego.
Yeah, excellent.
So I say we keep this moving here, and when it comes to Call of Duty, we know that a bunch
Tres
of
o cuatro mapas hemos
remastered
visto.
maps from Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2 are making their way to Call of Duty Black Ops 4 this October on launch day. But what we just learned here is that those maps, those classic maps, are coming to Black Ops 3 as well for those who pre-order Black Ops 4 on PlayStation Store.
Oh, that's pretty awesome. But what
Remakes
if
de
I
Black
don't
Ops 1 y
own
2.
Call of
Bueno.
Duty Black Ops 3.
Well, that's where it gets a little more interesting, my friend.
Oh.
So
Está bien que lo
tonight,
incluyan.
we are actually doing a surprise PlayStation Plus game drop, and that is going to be Black Ops 3. Black Ops 3 is coming to PlayStation Plus.
Mola también
later
cómo se
tonight.
están.
Yes.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yes, very nice. This is why I love E3, because not only do we get to share awesome news with our audience, but PlayStation
Vale,
Plus
está
subscribers
disponible
get a
el Black
little
Ops
treat.
3
A
gratis
little
para
tasty
los
treat.
miembros
Little,
del
little
Plus
mid-E3
una
supply
semana,
drop for you
creo.
there.
There you go.
That was perfect.
a
You know,
partir
we've been
de
sharing
hoy.
a lot of good news. We got to share 5 really cool
Los
announcements.
de Black Ops 1,
Last week we
Yemen
did our
y
countdown, kind
Cinema
of
de
ramping up for
Black
tonight's
Ops
big showcase.
That's
Es
right.
verdad,
We
el de
had
Yemen
the
ya me acuerdo
countdown
yo.
to E3, and that was 5 game reveals and updates over a span of 5 days. A lot of great stuff announced. Let's take a quick look back
Mola
at
ver
the
también
highlights.
cómo se siguen centrando en el Black Ops 3, Y eso que están ahora mismo trabajando con el 4. Le están dedicando bastante a ese juego. Con lo que vimos también del 10º especialista. Vale, bueno, espérate. Vale, Tetris, el Days Gone, que es lo que yo os hablaba. Ahí está. Tu mente. Para encontrar la verdad.
Okay, wake up, focus, remember.
Twin Mirror.
From the creators of Fee and Flipping Death.
Vale, este es un juego VR para las
Comes a
VR.
heartfelt story in VR.
But really, who are you?
Ghost Giant. Fantasma gigante. Otro juego para las VR. Le están dando como... Bueno, que en parte está muy bien, ¿no? Que les den tanto protagonismo. Porque... Beat Saber. Porque para lo que cuestan, macho, ya pueden sacar más juegos. Porque ahora mismo no siguen sin merecer especialmente la pena. Ya hay más
Welcome back.
juegos
We're
que
just
cuando
a few
salieron,
minutes
pero
away from the
le
E3
sigue faltando
PlayStation
algo.
Showcase. I mean, when I say a few minutes, I mean we're really. So let's keep moving here. There was a lot of great stuff here. Oh, and we could see the crowd is seated. The people are about ready to go. This show's about to continue, about to move into the big event.
Yeah, it was great to see the countdown stuff, but I do think that there's like maybe one more thing we can sneak
Pues
in
otra
there
vez serían
before
hablar
we
y
cut
a
away to the showcase.
debatir
Yeah, let's
sobre
squeeze it
el
in.
vídeo.
Let's squeeze
Parece
it
que va a
in.
ser así. Ponen un
Okay,
vídeo,
so this next
debaten otro vídeo.
franchise boasts a huge loyal community of nearly 6 billion hours. Incredible stat.
Yeah, they play that so much.
A lot.
They do.
Tengo que irme, ya te
And,
sub y
we're gonna
estaré por
take
aquí desde
a
cuando.
first
Muchas
look at the
gracias,
next
Blaster.
chapter right now.
Un saludo y nos vemos en la próxima. Hasta luego. Vale, aquí estamos viendo el Styx, ¿puede ser? No sé de qué me suena este bicho. Bueno, otra vez con la música, voy a quitarla que estoy viendo yo lo que va a suceder. Así que para no tener que quitar toda la escena, al menos os dejo con esto. Y con mi voz, que para qué más, ¿no? Fuego y destrucción y... Bueno, esta vez también tengo que decir que no se han enrollado tanto, ¿eh? Ya han ido a otro tráiler y... Y no Styx, no, este... Que es una nueva IP. La música muy guapa, por cierto, ¿eh? Una pena que no estéis escuchando, pero... Vale, un DLC del Destiny 2. Source se llama. Bueno, está bien que le den contenido al Destiny 1, le dieron bastante contenido también.
Yeah, it looks really good. There's a lot of
Y
buzz
bueno,
about
es un
that
juego
Gambit
para eso, ¿no?
mode coming
Para
up, and guess what? If you're at E3, you can play it at our booth.
echarle horas,
Not too
básicamente.
bad.
But
Not too bad.
there's barely any time because we're about to get to the showcase.
That's right. We are really seconds away when it comes down to it from the rest of PlayStation's E3 showcase. Thank you so much for watching. We've got a lot more in store tonight. But for now...
I think it's almost time.
I think it's almost time. Should we get to it?
I think why keep people waiting? Let's get to it. We have so much more to cover.
Okay. Got a lot more in store. So let's check it out live right now.
Mola bastante cómo introducen los juegos con los instrumentos. También decir que quien toca los instrumentos toca bastante bien. La verdad, no se traen aquí a cualquiera. Y está muy bien caracterizado. Este no sé qué juego será ahora mismo. Qué bonito, ¿no? No hemos visto nada del juego, pero ya con la música me estoy quedando maravillado. Vamos a ver. Un juego de ninjas. Tiene toda la pinta, ¿eh? Por la acción que le está dando y ese enfoque, yo creo que sí. Porque si no, ¿qué puede ser? ¿Te imaginas que me sale del copyright? Sería la leche. O sea, justo quito toda la otra canción y después está. No, ni de broma. Ojito que se viene ya el trailer, gameplay, lo que sea. Vamos a verlo. Sony Interactive Entertainment. Estudios internos, ¿eh? Bueno. Si se ve así el juego, ya te digo yo que compra segura, ¿eh? Fijaros en el cielo y en todo el entorno. Lo dudo. ¡Ojo! El caballo también muy realista. La persona que va al lado también. Sigo sin saber. Mongol Invasion, Day 9, día 9. No sé yo ahora mismo de qué juego se trata, sigo en la duda. Banda sonora buenísima. Ochuna Grasslands. Tierras de Ochuna. Vale, lo bueno. Lo que sí que es bueno es que estamos viendo gameplay y se ve que te cagas, ¿eh? Se ve que te cagas, chaval. O sea, fijaros. El caballo corriendo, todo en general. Una maravilla. Por lo que digo, gráficamente. Y por banda sonora, de momento. Y sonidos. Tanto las pisadas del caballo como los pájaros cantando. De momento solamente estoy juzgando por eso, porque no tengo ni idea de la historia, ni de qué juego es. De momento, igual vosotros sí que lo sabéis, yo de momento estoy dudando bastante. Eso es una nueva IP, seguro. Seguro, no me suena de nada de ninguna otra cosa. Vale, esta es la parte de acción que os decía yo antes que estábamos escuchando en la música. Fijaros lo que la música nos transmite, ¿eh? Y aquí se viene la pelea, ¿verdad? Bueno, pelea que ha durado 2 segundos porque la ha dejado. La ha dejado fino, ¿eh? Y a este más de lo mismo, ¿verdad? Bueno, que es un experto aquí, nuestro personaje. Cuidado que viene aquí más gente mala. Pero nada, nadie es rival, ¿no? Ya, por si acaso le clava la espada en la espalda, ¿no? Ya, para rematar. Ojo que tenemos una amiga, ¿eh?
Jin, you're late.
You're impatient.
Bueno. Le gusta clavar espadas en la espalda, ¿eh? A nuestro...
Now they're torturing him at the temple.
Come on.
El prota.
You think the monk's a hero?
We need him, Masako.
Se viene tormenta. Y parece que nos conocíamos de antes. ¿O no?
We could take them.
No. Remember Sago Bridge? We strike quietly. They kill the monk.
Vale, básicamente le está diciendo no hagas ruido, que nos mata. Otra vez el sigilo. Vemos que en los juegos el sigilo sigue estando a la orden del día. Eso no ha pasado de moda.
I'll guard the exits. Just get that monk.
Fijaros en el ruido de... Aparte de las pisadas, que es muy bueno, el de... El prado moviéndose... Moviéndose las hojas. Estamos espiando, hay una conversación. Y me juego cualquier cosa que nos tiramos encima a cortar el cuello. Capaz. Capaz. Cuando terminen de hablar. Fíjate. Fíjate cómo lo estaba oyendo. Y se va por el otro. Chaval. A por todos a la vez, ¿no? Ya puesto. ¿Os habéis visto? ¿Os habéis fijado? ¿Os habéis fijado cómo se le ha quedado la marca del tajo que le ha hecho en la espalda? Son detalles, ¿eh?
He called reinforcements. We have to move.
Y la sangre que tiene ahora mismo en la cara. Es realismo que le da el juego. Qué bonito. Los árboles. Están en otoño. Ojo. Bueno, pues así como que no quiere la cosa, la dejo ciego al que acabamos de salvar. Bueno, que nos enfrentamos entre nosotros. Parece una película más que un juego, tío. Tiene muy buena pinta, ¿eh? A mí me está molando. Y gráficamente es alucinante. En todo el estilo artístico. Es realista, colorido. Y acaba aquí el trailer, ¿verdad? ¿No? Aquí volvemos a escuchar la música acelerada que hemos escuchado al principio, que estaba tocando. Y quedarán empates, supongo. No creo que haya vencedor. En el juego no sé, pero al menos para dejar la intriga aquí con él. ¿No? Te imagino. Bueno. Ahí está, se rinde. Vale. Le ha tirado la espada al suelo. Pero no le mata. Si no, ya no hay juego. Estos son los protagonistas, en teoría. Son los que llevamos viendo durante toda la escena. Y espérate que ahora es cuando... Ghost of Tsushima. Fantasmas de Tsushima. Sucker Punch. Buena empresa, ¿eh? El juego me interesa muchísimo, lo que os he dicho, una nueva IP. Y Sony lo está haciendo muy bien. Primero con el gameplay de The Last of Us 2. Y con esto. Solo que queda que enseñen un gameplay de estos que digas, madre mía, del Days Gone. Bueno, espérate, venga la música para afuera. Me lo estoy viendo venir de nuevo. ¿Ha terminado? Sí. ¿Y eso qué es? ¿Tomb Raider?
The oldest house is a shifting place. There are rules, and rituals.
No.
You can keep traveling deeper.
¿Qué leches? ¿Es esto de Minecraft? Son todo como cubos. Tiene pinta de estar lleno de acción el juego, ¿eh? Otra nueva IP. Así. De jajas. Y se llama... Control. No va mal encaminado, ¿eh? Remedy y... Vale, 2019. Ya le han cogido el tranquillo. Parecía que se iban a parar más al principio, pero... Ahora están enseñando mucho más... Más trailers, incluso gameplays. ¿Es una Play 2? ¿Trozo pizza? Sí, eso es una Play 2. O una Play 1. Acabamos de ver el mando ahí. Vale, es exclusivo entonces. Si se llena de exclusivos tan buenos como el E3 anterior, lo clava, ¿eh? ¿Y qué somos para estar metidos? ¿Qué somos? ¿Un ratoncillo? ¿Por qué estamos metidos entre...? Fijaros dónde estamos, ¿eh? Y fijaros dónde está colocada la cámara. O sea, todos los objetos son gigantes y... ¿Que nos aplasta una estantería o qué, tío? Os lo he dicho. ¿Os lo he dicho o os no lo he dicho? Que la cámara estaba muy abajo. ¿Qué leches? Super gore, ¿no? Super gore. ¿Qué leches, tío? Ah, vale, este era el... ¿The Quiet Man?
Whatever it takes to save this city.
Surprised you made it this far.
No creo. No, para nada, para nada. Esto es en plan zombies, en plan... La supervivencia es tu responsabilidad.
Will you help me? Of course. It's an impressive display of strength. But we never meant for this to happen.
Muy creepy, ¿no?
It's coming back.
Resident Evil 2. ...25 de enero de 2019... fecha confirmada. Capcom. También te digo que se han pasado con la alta resolución, ¿eh? Esto del HD, madre mía. Pero muy bueno, ¿eh? Y ahora estamos con... Vale.
From Squatch Games and the co-creator of Rick and Morty.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Bathtub Guy, and we're here at E3 to take some looks at this new game I'm going to show you right now. Trover Saves the Universe. Let's give it a look. Oh, whoa. Some action platform stuff in this little piece of shit. I'm the bathtub guy. I'm always in my bathtub, but, you know, that's not about me right now. It's about this game. Whoa, look at that.
Colorido es de narices, ¿eh?
Oh, I'm playing it right now. Look at me. I'm a cool cucumber over here playing this cool game.
¿Tú crees?
Jesus Christ! Oh my God! Somebody call 711 because that's the emergency dial number for this in this weird part of the galaxy. Because this is a sci-fi based thing. Help!
A que le toca y se electrocuta. A que le toca... No. Trover Saves the Universe. Trover salva el universo. Creado por Justin Roiland. Para PlayStation 4, VR. Vale, otro juego más para las VR, básicamente. Y supongo que para jugar normal también. Y aquí está el Kingdom Hearts, ¿verdad? ¿O qué? Sí, esto es el Kingdom Hearts, sí. Y voy a quitar el audio. Lo siento mucho, ¿eh? De verdad que lo siento mucho, pero lo dicho. Temas de copyright. No tengo la necesidad de comerme más el copyright. Piratas del Caribe estamos viendo. Hemos visto al Pato Donald, hemos visto a Goofy, hemos visto a... Estas son imágenes que no habíamos visto todavía, porque vimos del... Aquí me acaban de dejar súper loco. No, sí, es el Kingdom Hearts. Fijaros en el HUD de abajo. Pues eso, estas son imágenes que no hemos visto, ya que vimos las de... En la conferencia de Square Enix vimos otras imágenes, básicamente. Y aquí estamos viendo más gameplay, ¿eh? Todo se ha dicho. Que tiene muy buena pinta. Muy buena la banda sonora también. Ahí está Hércules. Buddy, los marcianitos, Elsa. Distintos personajes de Disney. Ahí está Rapunzel. Los de Monstruos S.A. Y tiene muy buena pinta, ¿eh? Estos son juegazos, ¿eh? Esto es magia. Ahí está Kingdom Hearts 3. Que... Ostras. 29 de enero de 2019. Vale, vendrá con su edición limitada PlayStation 4 Pro. El 1.5 Remix, 2.5 Remix, HD, 2.8... Todo en uno solo en PS4. Vale. Interesante. Por favor, no me pongas música. Espero que no me la haya pillado. La he tenido que quitar. Vale, podemos ir por el agua, escalar. Escalar con una caja en la espalda que no sabes ni cómo leches la llevas. Súper realista las heridas. Y la piel. ¿Qué llevas? ¿Qué llevas en la espalda? La música muy buena también, pero vuelvo a repetirlo del copyright, así que es lo que hay. ¿Qué pasa? ¿Cada vez llevas más equipaje o qué? Ojo, cómo se la juega yendo por unas escaleras al borde del precipicio. A tomar por saco equipaje. Sigues escalando hasta el fin del mundo. Bueno, yo creo que ya es suficiente del gore. Se acaba de arrancar una uña. Dame tu mano en vida. Tiene pintado una calavera. Kojima le gusta hacerse muchas películas, entonces... A ver, realistas de narices. Tanto la piel como... Bueno, gráficamente, sí es una pasada, ¿eh? Le están dando también mucho... Están trabajando mucho en el juego, la verdad, porque llevan ahí dándole un mogollón de bombo y casi no se ha visto nada. Y esto es lo más que se ha visto. Aquí de repente vemos a otra persona. El equipaje que... ¿Y qué hay dentro del equipaje que se mueve? Monstruo invisible, ¿no? Vale. Vale, si sigo con la música quitada. En cuanto acabe, tranquilos que os la pongo, ¿eh? Ya siento que no la podáis escuchar, pero... Dame tu mano en la muerte.
I'll see you around. Sam Porter Bridges.
Sam, what's your status? Beryllium density is still increasing.
My status is fucked.
Dame tu mano en la tempestad.
Can you sit out the rain?
No. They're closing in on my position. I have to move before they realize I'm in here.
Sam, if one of those things eats you, it'll trigger a void out. You'll come back, sure, but the surrounding area will still be a crater.
Bastante realista, ¿eh?
I got an idea.
Una linterna. Un bebé. Muy siniestro. Todo. Bueno, chaval. Nos han pillado. El Death Stranding. Y ya.
A cryptobite a day keeps the time fall away.
Muy bien, se come un gusano. Perfecto, todo muy normal.
You're too late.
Exclusivo de PlayStation 4. Kojima Productions. Y bueno. ¿Que viene más música? Sí, para afuera. Dame tu mano en espíritu. Kojima Productions. El Jump Stars. No, Stars no me acuerdo cómo era, pero sí, el Jump, básicamente. Team Ninja. O espérate. Espérate que no, ¿eh? No creo. No creo. Porque el Jump es multiplataforma. Aunque lo anunció Microsoft. El Neo. Neo 2. Neo 2. Y ya. No han enseñado mucho. Pero bueno, al menos han anunciado que hay un Neo 2. No se sabe ni cuánto ni nada más, pero de momento es lo que hay.
here, but I can't reach them over radio. Their comms must be down. What's your status?
Already here.
Vale, aquí está el Spider-Man, como me suponía.
It was. Let's go. Maybe it's not as bad as it looks.
Love the optimism. But in my experience, when it looks bad, it's usually worse. Look out! Yuri!
Bueno, el helicóptero se va a tomar por saco. ¡Salta! Bueno, salvarse se salva. Ahí está. Ha construido una telaraña. Spider-Man es un crack, hombre. ¿Y este quién es? La verdad que el Spider-Man es una pasada. Me acuerdo del de Play 2, que fue uno de los primeros juegos que jugué. Mira, aquí estamos viendo gameplay, con el haz y con todo. Ahí arriba tenemos la vida. Bueno, no la estáis viendo. La vida la tenéis donde tengo yo puesta la cámara, básicamente. Pues eso, que es un juegazo, básicamente. No hay mucho más que comentar. Y gráficamente es una maravilla, porque yo me acuerdo del de... Bueno, para los tiempos que eran, también el de Play 2 estaba muy bien hecho. Veía muy bien.
Hey, what's your status?
Me? Just trapped in a prison with every criminal I've put away in the last 8 years. No biggie.
Electro must be working for someone.
This is too good to be true.
Scorpion.
Nuevos enemigos.
I was in the middle of a phone call and it was business. Charge him! Don't let up!
Lost you for a second there. You okay?
Not really. Electro, Rhino, and now Scorpion are all on the loose. What's going on in the rest of the prison?
Pues ahí nos cargamos a todos en un momentito.
I'll give you a sit rep soon.
Okay, I'll keep tracking Electro.
Bueno, con el escudo. Partiendo cabezas.
Come on, Spider-Man. I thought this was a chase. Gotta stop this guy.
Spider-Man es mitiquísimo, incluso a día de hoy. No pasa de moda. Un héroe muy querido por todos, obviamente.
Okay, I got the security cameras back online.
How's it look?
Well, it looks like the entire population of the raft has escaped. That makes 5 of your worst enemies that are now on the loose.
For a second there, I thought you were serious.
I am serious. I have to go. Some of them are heading into the city.
This is nuts.
Un gameplay bastante extenso de la primera visión que estamos viendo. Ojo, cómo se cuela entre todos los containers. Estamos esquivando rayos.
How do you like my new suit? Dashing. Where'd you get it?
Con la central eléctrica no es que sea el mejor lugar para pelear contra uno que controla la electricidad, pero bueno. A tomar por saco. Hay muchos que no sé ni quiénes son. De hecho, estos no tengo ni idea de quién es nadie. Aparte de Spider-Man. Villanos nuevos.
Good idea. In fact, we don't have to do this at all if you don't want to.
We definitely want to.
Ojo. Obviamente se salva. Vale, Spider-Man. Era para septiembre, no me acuerdo qué día, pero era para septiembre. 4 de septiembre, juraría. Aunque no me acuerdo exactamente.
Ellie. I think they should be terrified of you.
Vale, aquí tenemos lo del The Last of Us 2, lo de Resident Evil 2, Kingdom Hearts 3. No me acuerdo del otro, pero muy buen juego también. Ya está. PlayStation. Y así acaba, ¿verdad? ¿O van a enseñar algo más así de repente? Ojo que enseñan algo más, ¿eh? No.
That was the PlayStation
Esto es
E3 showcase. A lot to take in. There
en
was
la
a ton
calle, en
of
Los
great
Ángeles. Qué
worldwide
bonito.
studios titles. We actually got a little more to share here coming right up. We're going to have first
Parecía
live
espacio
gameplay
cerrado,
of
¿eh?
Marvel Spider-Man right here. Just a couple of minutes. We have a new game to announce. We have some other stuff to talk about too. What a show.
Oh my god.
Gosh.
Top highlights, go.
Oh.
There's no time.
Oh my goodness, Ghost of Tsushima looked absolutely incredible. That color palette was insane.
Yeah.
Did you grow up with samurai movies?
Absolutely.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Ready. It's just the embodiment.
I'm ready.
of the
Sucker punch.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Meredith.
Oh, Resident Evil 2. Come on,
Yeah.
RE2. That looked so good. I know a lot of us fans have been waiting for that one. And there was like a moment where you're like, I'm not really sure I know what this is. And then as soon as he turned his head, I was like, yes!
And you get that that
so good.
RE4 style over-the-shoulder camera action. It's kind of like the ultimate dream if they were going to remake Resident Evil 2. That's what I would want. So awesome stuff,
Yeah.
Ryan.
Nice and gory.
Yeah,
As Meredith said backstage,
Itsuman.
Death Stranding. we now have more questions.
Yes.
Wait.
El Death Stranding dice que tiene muchas
I mean, I don't want to make
preguntas.
any promises, but it looks as if we were getting kind of an allusion to a lot of gameplay in there.
Ryan
and kind of
Clements.
what the character of Sam is going to be doing in this very unusual world that is inhabited by some very unusual and scary things.
And people consume strange
Death
and
Stranding
unusual
muy
things.
extraño. A ver cómo,
Yeah, that was...
Babies continue to be a theme.
Yeah, that wasn't a myth.
Don't know
cómo es
what we're
luego
gonna
cuando
find out
salga.
there,
Si
but
es
yeah.
que
So a ton of great stuff in the show
Es que no
overall. I
han
mean,
dicho
Neo 2,
ni-
that was a crowd
ni-
pleaser. That was one that was great to see.
no es
get
que no
out
hayan
there.
dicho
We got an
fechas
update on
exactas, es que
Kingdom
no han
Hearts
dicho
3. We got a
ni
lot of other
año
great
ni
stuff.
nada.
We had a new Remedy game.
Oh,
Remedy's
yeah,
on the
Control.
way. Control, really stylish trailer. Really looking to just, I want to learn more about that one. I mean, it just looks like wizards and like, I don't know what I was looking at there, but it was really stylish. I would expect no less from Remedy. But I got to say, I think my favorite was Marvel Spider-Man.
Spider-Man looked in. That
was
Mi favorito es el
incredible. We have these
Spider-Man.
legendary villains are back. We had Rhino, Electro, Vulture. I'm missing some. Who else were there? I mean, just one after another. That was Electro.
So many.
Spider-Man was not in a good space. At
No,
the end of that
it was pretty rough. It was pretty rough. So we're going to see live gameplay of that in just a minute or two here. But I say we actually take this moment to announce a new game. What do you think?
Let's do it.
Okay, do it.
So nonchalant.
Hits keep coming.
Yeah.
So you guys know From Software.
Absolutely.
I'm aware of them.
They have created a lot of great games over the year. Well, they have been busy working on a PlayStation VR game.
Oh, VR.
And it is quite a departure from the kinds of games that we sort of know them for, but it's very, very interesting, and I'd like to see the first footage of that right now.
Ojo, porque parece que nos van a enseñar un juego VR. Japan Studio. From Software.
Aren't you excited? You're going to be a fairy. And live in the world where time stands still. Where nobody can see what you're up to ever again.
Espérate la música. Gatito. Para ser juego VR no tiene mala pinta, ¿eh? Puede tener muy buena historia. O al menos tiene pinta de ser inmersiva. Hay una flor que estaba marchitada. Ha vuelto a la vida. Deracine.
Okay, Decine, that's From Software's new title coming to PlayStation VR. Quite a departure, very artistic. Still don't know a ton about how it actually plays yet, but certainly a compelling debut, I would say. And speaking of compelling, let's get to that Spider-Man. It is time.
We have some folks from Insomniac
We sure
here.
do.
Brian, Adam, gentlemen,
hey,
welcome to the program. It's so great to have you here. I just have to say, first of all, thank you guys for giving us your time.
Of course. Yeah, of course. Happy to be here.
And also, congratulations, kind of closing out some of the show there with Marvel Spider-Man. How does it feel?
It's surreal. We've been working on it for a while, so it's nice to be here. And obviously, we showed you. People wanted villains, so we decided we'll give you a lot of villains. And now, and the next question is, can we play the open world? And Adam's gonna.
Brian Intigar, Insomniac.
I mean, I don't know, Sid. What do you think?
Let's dive in.
Yeah.
Insomniac los del Spider-Man, ¿verdad?
We're going to boot up the demo here, and this is essentially one of the first playable demos that you guys are going to be showing off.
Yeah,
of Spider-Man.
Pretty much. So, I mean, if you think about,
Go ahead, Adam.
Yes, the game is. You know, a lot of people are like, last year's E3 was like, well, was that like just a linear level? No, like that was our Manhattan, that's our New York City, and it happens to be on like a main story mission. But in between, like something like you saw on the raft, or we showed that back at last E3, you can just swing around.
Ojo, ha habido ahí como unas interferencias, ¿verdad?
Let's go to that footage because we have it running here on the main monitor. We'll go to it in just a second. This is the beauty of the live environment.
Yeah, this. Oh God.
This is great.
Hay algo raro con el audio.
Yeah, I got it all.
Adam's doing a fantastic job so far. It's been really good.
So first of all, you're actually playing this right now.
Yeah. That's right.
And I do want to emphasize how beautiful this game is.
Oh, thank you.
So yeah, Brian, tell me a little bit about what you guys want to show us this evening.
So I mean, the big thing is, again, you know, I think that part of the Spider-Man fantasy is to swing around New York
Más
City
gameplay del
and,
Spider-Man.
you know, to have, you know, not only just a great story, but have a bunch of different activities in that world, and we want to give people who attend E3 an opportunity to experience that. So, you know, obviously it's a big narrative-driven experience, but at the same time, part of that superhero fantasy, especially that Spider-Man experience, is living within New York City and seeing that. So, you know, Adam is he's one of our combat pro players because he's a combat designer, and again, he's just showing off some really awesome stuff that as you get better with the game, obviously you
Muy
know
buena
you want it to
pinta
have a
tiene
play field, but at the same time have a level of mastery and
y
to
está a la
really
altura de
show
lo
off
que
the
es
improvisation that we've really been talking about a
Spider-Man.
lot since we announced the game.
I'm digging this, like sticking
Lo que
dudes
es
to
el
walls and to
superhéroe.
the floor and stuff. That looks really, really
I mean,
satisfying.
I think the thing that's been really fun in these last, you know, I would say last 6 months since we got back from the holiday break
Y
was
se ve muy fluido todo.
every week I feel like I'll take the game home or I'll be playing one night and then I'll come in and say, wow, guys, I didn't know you could
Creo
do
que es la
that. So I think
atalaya, como en
there's a
ese
lot of that,
sentido.
there's that sandbox nature to it as well. So, I mean,
Para
obviously,
sincronizar el
you
mapa.
know, we're going to teach you mechanics, but we want you to experiment with, you know, his acrobatics, his webs, his gadgets, his suit powers. So combining all that stuff really allows for a lot of different gameplay and a lot of, you know, Spider-Man's a very expressive character, and we want players to be able to express that, whether it's in traversal or in combat.
It's gorgeous.
These animations, sorry, these
Pues
animations.
parece que no van a enseñar nada más. Están hablando ya sobre el Spider-Man. Y parece que después de esto ya finaliza la conferencia. Aunque vamos a quedarnos a ver lo que queda de gameplay. Y aquí ya se despidan de
You know, I remember when Sunset Overdrive reviews came out, one person actually wrote, it would be great to see Insomniac make a Spider-Man game. And I was like, see, we should make it.
See?
And I think we
you waved your phone around to the whole studio.
Exactly. We took that kind of mentality and we just injected our personality, but also, you know, what do people want, desire from a Spider-Man experience. So, you know, it was really great as I remember probably around the end of the year, end of last year, someone wrote an article about the top things they want to see in Spider-Man. And they said they want it to feel like an Insomniac game. So I think that's the thing we've been really layering on in this last year is to have that, it feels like an Insomniac game as much as it does a Spider-Man game.
And I love this traversal, I mean, just the fluidity of just moving over great distances very quickly. It looks like a lot of fun just moving around. That's when you know you've got a great game.
Okay, so so you know how I kind of said like experimenting, but like sometimes, you know, I mean, game development, you know, we're in meetings a lot, and then sometimes you just need to like take a break. And what I used to find myself doing was just swinging around New York City. It was almost like therapeutic. It's just kind of like when I play other games, I just walking or running or even taking a car. It feels so more natural now just to swing around like Spider-Man. So it's definitely one of those things that has that, again, just like combat, that pick and play feel, but we want players to have a level of mastery as they play and get
What
better.
was that? Hold on a second. Okay. Very interesting what you're saying there.
So like I said, so Adam showed off, I think he showed off the tripwire, or it's basically a gadget that you can either attach to a piece of geometry and the enemies walk by, they'll get like grabbed and sucked back. But you can also attach it to an enemy, and if an enemy walks by, they
tenemos el minimapa, la vida, todo.
This is so cool. What's this focus meter about?
Yeah, so the focus
Encima exclusivo de
there's kind of a risk reward as you build focus. You can
de Sony.
Heal.
Bueno, al igual que los anteriores, si mal no recuerdo. Yo me acuerdo que el primero fue con el Play 2.
And the idea is the focus is kind of a way to it's a risk reward. Like I said, you can either heal yourself or you can kind of if you fill up the bar a certain way, you can actually pull off a finishing move. So, you know, as you play the game, you can kind of say, well, do I want to maybe heal myself real quick, or do I want to wait for that really extravagant move to kind of take the guy out instantly?
Got it.
Brian, a question for you is, obviously Spidey has, with his experience being under the mask for so many years now,
Yep,
in your story, 8 years. Thank you. You got to be precise.
I got it. One of the first questions I get is like, is it an origin story? I'm like, no. That was like
muy bueno el gameplay que nos están enseñando. Muy bueno, están enseñando de todo. Prácticamente.
But you know, back to the combat. I mean, Spidey's experience, he has access to a lot of different techniques.
Y fijaros el mapa también, que parece que podemos ir a donde queramos y es súper grande. Eso mola bastante, mola bastante.
Our combat team, our traversal team,
like this guy right here,
like Adam, and really going, okay, you know, kind of handing that stuff out over the course of the game. You know, finding the right spots where you kind of, okay, we're going to teach you how to punch and how to kick and how to punch guys up in the air and use your webs. But then we layer on things like gadgets and then the suits and the suit powers. And it's kind of giving over time. If we just, you know, one thing with something like E3, you know, we want you to feel great, right? But there's a lot to learn really quickly. So we just, you know, normal course development. We kind of
¿Habéis
find
fijado
the
que han
spots in the
enseñado
game where it
la
makes
parte
most
de
sense to
fuera,
touch
cómo
those
está la gente?
mechanics. And then as the game goes on, we want you to master those because the game's only going to get harder.
Yeah, absolutely. Sid,
That's
what do you
great.
think?
I gotta say, this game is
Beautiful,
looking
right?
absolutely gorgeous. This is, I mean, this is just, I mean, it was looking spectacular to begin with, but this is on a totally different level. And I can just see that.
Y ahí
I can see that
estamos
polish.
viendo lo
That's
que
the thing, and
hemos,
that's what
lo que
comes
os
out
estaba
in that
diciendo, de que
final
puedes
few
ir a
months of
donde
development.
quieras.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys
Super
watch the press
guapo,
conference, right?
super
All,
guapo.
all those games, those first-party games, and they all have a level of polish. And to be in a press conference with the likes of a Naughty Dog, a Sucker Punch, Kojima Productions.
Y tiene 6 distintas misiones, parece, que te las señalan en el mapa. Habrá también bastantes coleccionables.
Especially a first-party game, so we want to be considered right up there.
Y ver si se ve de
And
maravilla.
not to mention also from the Marvel, you know, Marvel fans expect to have that perfect experience.
Of course.
May I just ask real quickly, you know, as we're starting to wind down here, from a personal perspective, I mean, what's it like for you and for the team to be able to kind of look up at the big screen and see your game after?
Estamos ahora mismo en un challenge de lanzar bombas.
So it takes a lot for
Como
me
tiro
not
al
to get
plato, ¿no?
choked up.
Parece.
Like right now they're playing the theme song to the game in the background as we're sitting here, and I mean, this is an amazing industry.
Tienes que ir a la zona que te piden y
to
vas
be part of
haciendo ahí
it
la
is one
misión.
thing, but to work on something you truly love and something that when you were a little
Está
kid
bastante guapo.
thinking, oh my God, could I ever work on a Spider-Man game, let alone be in video games, is just absolutely surreal. I use that word a lot when I describe working on this game, and to work with a group like Sony and work with Marvel, and that feeling is felt by so many Insomniacs. So we couldn't be prouder, and the support we've gotten across the board, not only from Sony,
Misión
Marvel, but also
completada.
fans, has been spectacular.
Brian, it just looks incredible. I mean, there's no other
Ya
word
te
for
darán
it.
otra nueva.
And,
You're flabbergasted.
I really am. It's stunning. I mean, just look at that. How can you not be blown away by that? But we do have a limited amount of time here. Brian, you're an industry veteran. You've been in the industry for a long time. I know this is a lifelong dream for you working on this game. And I want to thank you and Insomniac for making it.
Thank you for having us.
And for coming by as well.
Spider-Man was so awesome that it broke my mic, and I have to use
Yeah,
this
está
thing
dicho.
now. I mean,
I thought you just wanted to look different from all of us.
Yeah, I just wanted to stand out a little bit. But you know, Sid, actually, I think a little earlier we were able to maybe get some footage of some of the amazing experiential stuff that's going on with Spider-Man. Right?
I mean, there really is something incredible
Estamos
going
viendo la
on
parte
here
de fuera
at this
de
PlayStation E3 showcase. I mean, it's on a scale
de la
and a
conferencia
scope that we have
en
just
Los
never
Ángeles.
seen before. And so we have people here. They're playing the game. We have a lot of hands-on
Y están
sessions for
jugando
folks
ahí.
who are here for the showcase. And the game looks great, but I just love the way this whole. Oh, I know that. I know her.
Oh, there's familiar faces popping up on the stream.
But I mean, it's a great event here, and it's just, I wish we could get everybody in here to try this out and to just see what has been sort of constructed with Spider-Man and with actually another game we're about to talk about.
Yeah, we're about to talk about Ghost of Tsushima.
Why don't you? Yeah, Ghost of Tsushima. Yeah.
We have some. We sneakily snuck on a few amazing people onto our program as a helicopter goes by to mark this amazing moment. Nate Fox and Jason Connell to my left and Nate Fox. Gentlemen, welcome. Thank you so much for coming over.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for having us.
It's really good for you to be here, and I'm so glad you're able to give us some of your time.
Yeah.
Can I just ask, kind of what we were just talking about with the team from Insomniac? What's it like for you as individuals and as developers to be able to kind of be a part of all of this?
It's amazing. I mean, you try so hard to make a video game that you can get lost in, and then to come to E3 where they actually build your game. It's kind of a dream come true that way.
Nate Fox.
How about you? Oh man, it's amazing. You know, people are excited. You know, you see all the other projects, and everybody's just stoked about all the different games that are up there, and you know, we put a lot of heart and soul into it, so it's just that moment where it shows it. It's just great.
I think we should show it.
I think we should.
Have some of the footage.
I think we do have a little bit of footage hanging around here, so let's check it out. If we can.
Absolutely. Just hanging around.
It's just doing its thing.
Este es el juego que me ha molado
this game, first of all,
bastante.
just gorgeous. I mean, the art direction is really coming through in an incredible way, but also the technical sophistication as well.
No me acuerdo del nombre del juego, pero
here we go. Get into some combat.
We have some highlights from the showcase just shown off for the first time.
Look at this look. I mean, this is gorgeous.
Look at this look.
I don't know what else to say about it. I'm flabbergasted.
And maybe, I don't know, Nate or Jason, who wants to take this, but it seems like in these moments of gameplay, there's small vignettes of like a classic samurai film in which you really focus in the player experience, the visuals, the music, all the cues seem to align in harmony. I mean, that must all be very intentional, I can only assume.
It is an orchestra, you know, like it's got to take all these elements, and for even that opening attack, that EI attack, it's about building space before it, having the leads go by, the drum up of music beforehand, and that's what makes it really powerful.
How do you coordinate all those systems?
Like we run in strike teams, we got a lot of multidisciplinary awesome people.
Vale, ya esta parte del E3 básicamente.
You watch a lot of samurai movies, man. I mean, come on.
La conferencia es comentar ciertas cosas sobre el juego.
So just trying to make it real in a video game is our goal.
And I know that authenticity is something that's tremendously important to your
Hablando ya con los directores o con la gente interna del estudio.
Through creating that?
Yeah, I feel like we're in a super unique position because, we're part of Sony, we have J Studio, we have somebody that would be a producer on our project from J Studio. We hired some cultural guides. Like I feel like we're in this unique position to help us create this thing. Oh, the Shoji screen, that one's a popular one.
This knocked me off.
Sorry to interrupt.
No, that's interrupt worthy right there.
Okay, so can we talk a little bit maybe about how you're approaching the sword play? I think that's a really interesting concept here. Like, you don't have to get too far into it. I know the game's still deep in development, but tell us a little bit about that.
Well, we're going for lethal precision, where there's not a lot of wasted energy. It's very trained.
Vamos a ver el momento en el que le
and so
quita la
every
espada.
strike, could end a life.
Aquí,
so you
¿no?
want to make sure that each one counts. I mean, right now we're allowing these characters to kind of circle each other and talk to each other because it's not just kind of a furball, right? It's studying kendo. We've brought in experts to kind of show us how to do it.
And it shows.
It looks like maybe your team spent 400 years making this one scene. I mean, that's the thing that I would like our audience to remember is that every leaf, every flicker of flame has to be hand-placed by someone at some point in time, unless you had a giant machine AI do it all by itself.
Maybe, I don't know. We have a great team. It's, creating those beautiful moments, the lethal combat, that was the goal. Like, having and having the, visceral combat, that was our goal.
Yeah, I mean, it's so great to have you guys here. We do have a few more things to get to, right, Sid?
We do. Thank you so much for joining us, guys.
Hola, Matías. No estoy jugando yo. Estamos viendo ya lo que es el final de la conferencia.
Should we look at some of that stuff?
Yeah, so there's a whole experience here built out for folks who are here at the PlayStation E3 Showcase. And we're going to get a little footage of that here. Oh, here we go.
Y ya prácticamente estos son los comentarios finales de...
This was that period of time. I know some of these people. This is the period of time when... earlier on, when we had that intermission, we had to make a little bit of time for folks to walk from one part of the experience to the next. So you're seeing shots of that right now. Very just special, intimate, and beautiful experience
gorgeous.
For folks to walk through there. Again, I wish we could just open the doors for 10 million people to come in here and just kind of get this all up close and personal.
10 million people might be a little more than than this venue can handle.
That's right. The fire marshal may have an issue or two with that, but it really is something else, and hopefully these clips here give you a little bit of a taste of what was in store here tonight at the PlayStation E3 Showcase.
And Sid, we sneakily got a few more folks in here to join us for our program. Again, I know, and specifically to talk about those little interstitials that we were seeing during our showcase. And it's my great pleasure to introduce the Media Molecule.
Hi.
Matching outfits.
Matching. We're matching.
That's cool. Welcome to the program.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It is our great pleasure. I want to point out, and correct me if I'm wrong, the little interstitials we were seeing were all created inside Dreams.
That's right. So we just we had no idea what they were going to be shown with the games. So Resident Evil, and then we get to do a little trumpet.
Yeah.
Yeah,
little celeries, and then it's Death
Alex
Stranding.
Evans, Media Molecule.
And the Resident Evil and the fart trumpet.
There we go.
Truly.
I mean, and we had the final word, right? The orange drummer.
Yeah.
We need to give these guys names. If any of your viewers want to name our fruit, that would be awesome.
That'd be great. But yeah, it was really fun because the thing about Dreams is it's really fast to create these little sort of stories and games. And so when we got the opportunity to do something fun for the press conference, it just felt like such a good, to do something musical and sort of something that kind of showed off the playful nature.
Something with that, actually.
We are teasing something. We are. there's a tease in
there's
the
method in the madness.
There is
a nice palate cleanser in between each of those, and it kind of kept everybody on their toes.
Right.
But I actually want to zero in a little bit more on the create mode that you guys are working on, and this is something that is, well, quite frankly, it's absolutely astonishing.
Okay, so I mean,
innovative here.
I mean, we're showing this at E3. It's so exciting for us. We're demoing it on the show floor. We've got press hands-on. So I think Dreams, you can create anything. Literally, people ask me, like, can we make
Este juego no habló
games,
nada,
can we
¿verdad?
make movies? And the answer is always yes. And in fact, tonight we're going to be doing a live music show made in Dreams. And
awesome.
Show.
Okay, I was about to say, are you going to play music live?
Yep, we're going to play it tonight, and hopefully we'll find a way to get it out onto the internet.
We're debuting our new band, The Molecules.
Yeah.
Wait, really?
Yeah, and they are literally
perfect.
They will be using the create tools that you're watching right now to perform a 15-minute live gig. I don't think anyone knows about this. Even the people out there in the garden haven't realized yet.
We're spoiling it for the folks at home.
Yeah, man, it's going to be big.
And I just want to point out is the footage that the folks at home are seeing right now. The seamless nature of the kind of create and the play, functionality of Dreams it cannot be overstated.
Yeah, I mean, it's super easy. Even if you don't think that you're a game creator, even if you've never thought about game designing, if you've played games, you can do this. If you can play a platform game, if you can play our story, then you can do this. You can create your own, you can upload, and then you can share incredible levels in like 10 minutes. We're doing a demo this week at E3 where we create gameplay for a whole level in like 20 minutes, including music.
No parece especialmente complicado
Do the gameplay, you can
construir,
animate,
así
you can
que
record
se pueden
voiceovers,
hacer
the
grandes
whole thing
cosas.
on a PlayStation.
And just
Es
to
en plan
clarify,
como el
sorry
Super
to
Mario
interrupt, is
Maker.
this two people both playing
It
at
is,
once?
so it's co-op, so we're showing the co-op
Fijaros lo fácil que está construyendo.
gameplay.
You can jam together, and it's quite funny because one of you can be testing and then another one can be getting the jump height right or whatever it is.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it's cool.
I just love Dreams, and I literally
Y luego la
haven't
manera de
touched
jugarlo
it
no sé
yet.
exactamente cómo se está haciendo ahora el creador de niveles.
Yeah, but the idea really has been like what you're seeing is really this easy nature of just like picking and placing, because I think one of the things that sometimes people get scared of like the idea of the blank canvas, but actually what I love about Dreams is it's just this idea of just choice. Like every day people make choices. You put your clothes on, you might choose where you put a poster in your
Puedes
bedroom.
cambiar la
And
intensidad
Dreams
de
is
la
very like
luz,
that. All
del
you're really
cielo
doing is like here they're seeing like the sort of
y
Instagram
ciertos
effect. You can take a
aspectos, el
scene
color del cielo
and
y
be able to
un
very
poquito
quickly
todo.
change it so that it looks really different, and you're adding
Tiene
your own
bastantes
mark.
opciones, la verdad.
The pièce de résistance is that all of this stuff which gets made gets uploaded, and if you just want to sit back on your sofa and enjoy an unending stream of madness of the PlayStation 4 players, creations, you can, and we sort of present it to you in a stream of.
Pues bastante interesante, ¿no? Juego de
I mean, that's what's so
construcción.
exciting. You know, the beta is coming this year, so we will be starting to see what the creativity of PlayStation gamers really
Imagino que luego podrás jugarlo también.
Beta coming this year for Dreams.
Donde hayas construido.
And, I've said this before, I'll say it again about Dreams. In my maybe 20 years of being in the industry, I've never seen anything so
thank you.
just innovative and progressive and just potentially just game-changing. So
thank you.
Hats off
Thank
to
you.
I mean, this must have been an absolute labor of love.
It
really is, yeah.
It's the molecules gone mad.
It is, yeah. And big cheers to the team. We've gone mad. Big cheers to the team back home, because people have really put their hearts and souls into Dreams to really get it to the point where you are moving between these different disciplines. And right now we have a studio that jams together in a way they've never jammed together before. We have like musicians actually just jamming with animators to actually make animation. And I think that's one of the things we're really starting to see is these different workflows. And that just, that's been one of the things we've really wanted to get that right. So I can't wait to see like people create all different types of genres of games and really almost like just come up with completely new ways of playing. I think
we're showing some of that E3. Liam made a text adventure, and we're like, what? You can do a text? I didn't even know you could do that.
Wow.
I mean, that's like
that's amazing.
I know,
mad.
I mean, we saw what the community did with Little Big Planet.
Right.
And now
No sé cuánto
imagine if you
continuarán
just,
tampoco, no sé cuánto tiempo estará.
by a Googleplex multiply the
Hablando, habrá que ver.
Exactly. Like raise it to the millionth power.
Specifically that.
It's unbelievable, and I want to thank both of you for coming by, and congratulations.
Well, thank you very much for having us.
The showcase.
Thank you so much.
And I can't wait to see more of this.
Stay tuned for more on the gig later on.
All right,
Thank you guys.
we'll hear more.
And Sid,
Vamos a ver si entra más gente o
We did.
Take a look at those
o ya se
We
despiden.
did. We had Trover Saves the Universe, which was announced during the showcase, and we had some great stuff, Tetris Effect, earlier in the week as part of Countdown to E3, and a lot of other great stuff too. So let's take a look at the latest from PlayStation VR.
Bueno, las VR. Vale, esto es lo que hemos visto. Rover salva el universo. El Tetris. Ojo, ya tiene que ser... Esto ya es otro nivel, Jugar al Tetris con las gafas de realidad aumentada ya es otro nivel, chaval. Bueno, espérate, también te digo yo que la música se va yendo, El fantasma gigante. Beat Saber. De ir cortando distintos colores. Que no tiene bastante buena pinta. Firewall. Zero Hour. El Doom. De realidad aumentada. El Creed, Rise to Glory, un juego de boxeo, no tiene mala pinta, la verdad. Sobre todo en realidad aumentada puede ser muy bueno, Este juego, Evasión, Star Trek, Bridge Crew, The Persistence. Vale, mola cómo se están involucrando Star Child bastante con las VR. Skyrim. Skyrim VR. Ojito con eso. Jupiter and Mars. Astrobot. Vacation Simulator. Simulador de vacaciones. Superhot VR. Bastantes juegos, bastantes juegos para las gafas de realidad aumentada de Sony. Bastante bien, la verdad, bastante bien.
Now it's just a taste of what is coming to PlayStation VR, and I want to point out really quickly, Creed Rise to Power, boxing game using 2 moves on VR. One of the most intoxicating experiences I've had in VR.
Oh.
It almost felt like boxing is like the perfect fit for the VR medium, because you got the leaning, you can dodge.
Oh gosh.
I'm gonna
going all
tip
over
over
the
here.
God. I was in danger for a second. I have to give a quick shout out to Bathtub Guy. I mean, let's just put one out there for Bathtub Guy.
That's awesome.
I hope that 711 gets going really quickly.
711.
Oh, Squanch.
Yeah. And also remember, earlier in the week, Ben Studio gave us another look at Days Gone and their release date.
They did.
February 22nd.
Outstanding. Very good stuff. So let's talk a little bit about the venue we've got here. It takes an army practically to create the kind of experience that we had here tonight for members of the press and community. So I want to talk a little bit about that. And actually, rather than talk about it, let's just show it. We have a great video that shows how it was all put together.
Un vídeo de cómo han preparado todo, bastante interesante, me parece. Fijaros, el equipo, cómo ha montado todo. La verdad que suena maravilla. Todo esto para esta conferencia. Pantallas, los focos, todo básicamente.
Just a really cool look there at what it took to create this
pasada ver
experience
todo
here
eso en
tonight.
cámara
Thank you to
rápida.
everybody who was involved, to everybody who watched. But we're just getting started here, actually. We have a lot more to come this week.
Y ahí está,
We are here at the
montado
showcase. We're seeing a little footage of that
en
right now.
tiempo
But
real, ahora mismo.
tomorrow, we are going to move to the LA Convention Center and E3 proper, where...
At live.playstation.com?
Well, I mean...
Oh, in Los Angeles?
I
didn't know what I was supposed to say.
PlayStation Live for Me 3.
Oh, okay.
You know, the thing you worked on.
Yeah, the thing that I worked on, but I didn't know what the question was.
Brian, you packed the schedule this week, too. You got a lot of great games, a lot of great guests.
Content.
Want to apologize to all the crew, but I appreciate all the help that they're going to put us on. But yeah, starting at 11 a.m. Pacific tomorrow, that's on Tuesday, we're going to be starting our big PlayStation Live for Me 3. Oh, and here's a little bit of the schedule.
Okay, let's analyze this closely here.
Last of Us Parte 2, Ghost of Tsushima, para probar los juegos básicamente en Los
More Marvel
Ángeles.
Spider-Man, Kingdom Hearts,
Ahora,
Resident Evil 2,
obviamente,
If it was amazing, And potentially on the showcase this evening, chances are we're going to take a look at
Cada
it
juego
again
tiene su
tomorrow
hora.
and Wednesday. We have a lot.
Así que bueno, seguramente veamos gameplays que dejen grabar a quien vaya. Ciertas marcas,
And let's take a look at Wednesday while we're at it here. We've got a lot of going on Wednesday, starting off with a lot of VR.
Yes, so starting at 10 a.m. Pacific on Wednesday morning, you are going to see over an hour of
así que ya iremos viendo
VR content.
cosillas.
Again, we are going to go rapid fire on that, so
Ahí están todas las horas.
please be prepared.
A la fecha.
We're going to be talking
Hemos
about
visto
Tetris Effect, Ghost Giant, Creed,
miércoles,
Vacation Simulator.
That's a fun one. I got a chance to try that, yeah.
And Firewall 0 Hour, there is a lot to look at. And then, of course, leading through the rest of the day, all
y
the
bueno,
way
esto
till
poco
5
más que
p.m.
decir, lo estáis viendo al revés, pero
great games coming up, amazing interviews, and a lot more for folks watching at home. Again, you can continue watching live.playstation.com for all that.
Or Twitch.
Or Twitch.
Que tenéis toda la información también. Tenéis toda la información también en PlayStation.
There's so many places.
There's so many.
Just come back and watch.
That's right. Come back and watch. We've got a lot more going on starting tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. Pacific time. But to all of you out there who watched us here tonight and watched the PlayStation E3 showcase, whether you were in your home, on your phone, or in a theater somewhere in the United States, Latin America, or Canada, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Gracias por ver y nos vemos en la próxima. Pues en mi opinión ha sido un E3 bastante bueno. Una conferencia de Sony bastante buena. Han mostrado bastante gameplay. Ahí está el de Last of Us 2. El Spider-Man. Sigo sin saber el nombre de ese, pero bueno. Kingdom Hearts 3. Cuidado con la música. El Death Stranding. Este juego es el que me ha molado un mogollón. Vale, aquí están los mapas del Black Ops 3. Remasterizados. O sea, del Black Ops 1 y Black Ops 2 remasterizados para Black Ops 3 en PS4. Exclusividad de Sony. Luego hemos visto también lo de las VR. Este juego que no me acuerdo cómo se llamaba. El Just Cause 4. Los juegos de VR. El Resident Evil 2. Kingdom Hearts 3. Luego también la versión completa con el 1.5 Remix, 2.5 y el Spider-Man. Básicamente nos han hecho ahí un resumen de todo. Y de conferencia nos queda mañana la de Nintendo. ¿Vale? Y ahí tenéis en vuestro país la hora que sea. ¿Vale? Bueno, no lo estáis viendo exactamente bien. Voy a quitar la cámara para que lo veáis. Ahí lo tenéis, ¿vale? Nintendo en vuestro país. Así que le dais a pausa y veis la hora, básicamente. Así que bueno, espero que os haya gustado, chicos. Así dejar un buen like, compartir con vuestros amigos y suscribiros para no perderos ningún vídeo. Hasta la próxima. Lo dicho, si queréis ver la de Nintendo, mañana estaremos aquí en... Nos vemos, chicos. Adiós.